Hi, Tyson Mutrux here with the Mutrux Law Firm. Today I'm answering your questions from the Monday Q&A. I have 3 questions for you. It's the top 3 that I have. By far, this is the most interesting week of questions I've gotten. I picked 2 that were really interesting, one that's probably more relevant to most people. So here we go. Now, the first one's from John. How do I get my money back from my attorney if my case was dismissed? Let me give you some background on this. The person was charged by the state of Missouri. They paid the attorney some money, and now they want their money back after the case was dismissed. Now, it's going to depend on the contract. Now, you got to remember the ultimate goal in a criminal case is to get your case dismissed, but still it depends on the contract. So if it's an hourly rate contract where you signed it and said, okay, I get paid so much per hour for however many hours I work, well, all you do is you ask the attorney for an itemized billing statement. You say, I need to know how much time you put on the case. You multiply that times the hourly rate, and then you subtract that out of what you paid the attorney, and you get what's left over. If it is what's called a flat rate contract, and I'm using that loosely because Missouri doesn't necessarily recognize flat rate contracts for attorneys. You have to put in the contract what was done to earn that money. So, for example, if the contract with the attorney says, okay, I will take the case from this point to this point to this point, and once I've done that, I've earned all of my money. That's a flat rate contract. That's what I'll call a flat rate contract. So let's say it's $2,000 you pay the attorney, and they've done X, Y, and Z. Well, they get all the money. Whether it took 2 days, 2 hours, or 2 months, it doesn't matter. They've earned that money. Particularly in this case, it's a dismissal. That's the main goal you want is a dismissal. So getting that money back from the attorney may be hard unless it's an hourly rate contract. So that's my answer for that one. The next one is from Stacy. I was scammed on Craigslist. What should I do? And I am not going to give all the details of this one, but I've actually gotten multiple calls from people that have been scammed on Craigslist. The first goal is actually getting the authorities involved, and that's the toughest part. You can go to the FBI's website. That's where I would submit information. You also want to contact local law enforcement, see if they can help. But usually on a Craigslist scam, it's something that's overseas or in another state, and it's hard to track the person. In this situation, money was given, the goods were not received. That's an issue. The next part of it is if you're able to actually track the person down, then you can sue civilly. You can get your money back. Try to at least. But that's a long ways down the road. The first goal is getting the authorities involved, try to get them charged criminally because they've committed fraud. And they've stolen from you. So you want to make sure you want to try and get them involved from the very, very, very earliest stage. Otherwise, all the evidence may be gone. They may not be able to track the person down, especially when it comes to the FBI. You want to get the FBI involved as quickly as possible. They're particularly interested in things like this. And the last question I have is from Marty. If my child is injured and receives a settlement, what can I do with the money? So in Missouri, you're fairly limited on what you can do with the money. And let me be very, very clear. It's not your money. It's your kid's money. So what you can do with your kid's money is you have to, at the very bare minimum, you have to put it into a restricted account that you cannot touch without a court order. That's the bare minimum. If it's a larger settlement, my recommendation to you is put it into an annuity. For example, if they're 5 years old, have them put the money in the annuity and then get that money out for, let's say, for college or when they turn 30 or both. You can do both. You can put out a schedule. Okay, you receive so much for college at age 18. You receive another lump sum at 25 and then at age 30. It really depends on what you want to do and how creative you want to be. But that is my advice to you. If you have, as a parent, spent a lot of time yourself traveling to and from work, things like that, a portion can be carved out for you as the parent. However, most parents I deal with, they just want to give it all to the minor, to their child, and deal with it that way. So hopefully that answers your questions. I thought those were pretty interesting questions this week. If you have other questions, just go to www.tysonanswers.com or submit your questions at Mutrux Law on Twitter or facebook.com/Mutrux Law. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And thanks for watching.